City News is brought to you by East Brewster Lawyers Rotorua, celebrating 100 years of legal excellence and innovation.
Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News. Rotorua shakes as a number of light earthquakes are felt overnight. A second vehicle is involved in the death of 20-year-old Israel Jack. And Tapuia features in the latest New Zealand tourism Hobbit campaign. A number of light earthquakes shook Rotorua in the early hours of this morning. GeoNet registered 6 earthquakes within the bay, 4 within 5 kilometres of Rotorua and 2 5 kilometres east-northeast of the city. The intensity was measured as weak to light. Shortly after the first quake, comments from local residents flooded social media sites, indicating that the shock was felt widely throughout the city. RDC Emergency Management Coordinator Pauline Hitchcock suggests 3 main ways of being prepared for emergency situations, such as an earthquake.
There's 3 things that we recommend every household has. One's an emergency plan for the family, so they all know exactly what they're going to do, where they're going to go in the event of an emergency, how they're going to meet up with each other, etc. Then there are 2 different kits. Survival kit for when you're okay, indoors on your own, but you may not have power, water, may not be able to use the toilet. So the things you need to look after yourselves for those 3 days minimum. And then a getaway kit, we call it, which is those are the things that you need to grab and go when you really do have to evacuate because it's not safe to stay there anymore.
Police have confirmed that 20-year-old Israel Jack was struck by at least 2 vehicles on Tanai Road on the morning of Sunday, August 18th, and are renewing their appeal for information. A second driver approached Rotorua Police to advise that his vehicle had struck something on Tanai Road that morning. From examinations and witness reports, police believe Mr. Jack was lying prone in the road when struck by both vehicles. Senior Sergeant Brendan Keenan says there are still a number of questions that need answers, and police need to establish why Mr. Jack was lying prone in the road so close to his destination. Police want to hear from anyone who saw Mr. Jack that night, who hasn't yet spoken with police or has any information that may assist the ongoing inquiries. Anyone with information is asked to contact Rotorua Police on 07 348 0099. Iconic Rotorua visitor attraction Tapuia features in the latest Tourism New Zealand 100% Middle Earth, 100% Pure New Zealand campaign. Tapuia General Manager of Sales and Marketing, Kitty Atkinson-Crean, says Tapuia is absolutely thrilled to be involved in the campaign. She says that it is a simply outstanding opportunity for the attraction to get in front of their international target market, but also provided a unique opportunity for their staff to play a role in the commercials. In sport tonight, local rugby women's 7-player Ash Nathan is part of the Bay of Plenty women's 7 team to contest in the Australian tournament in October. The tournament, considered Australia's premier sevens competition outside of the International World Series, features men's and women's teams from all over the Asia Pacific. And Bay of Steamers coach Herb Schuler has named a radically different side to face Auckland at Eden Park on Saturday. 3 local Steamers players are among the selection: front rower Joe Royal, inside back Willie Ripia, and the return of All Black Sam Cane, who will start at blindside. The Steamers will like their chances of tipping over in an Auckland side that is squeaked by 2 of the lesser sides in North Harbour and Manawatu, especially if they can replicate last week's strong second half showing. And just a reminder that the Steamers will take on Canterbury at the Rotorua International Stadium next week at their second home game of the 2013 ITM Cup season. To your weather update now. Tonight, a cold southeast with an overnight low of 5. And just a reminder that every Friday you can plan your weekend activities with help from our weekend weather roundup with Met Service and Bidvest Food Service straight after City News. For program listings and other info, or to upload images, check out our website tvrotorua.co.nz, or you can look us up on Facebook. Still to come in tonight's program, local celebrity chef Charles Royal tells us about his new feature in the new culinary show Real Pacific. We're at Te Arawa FM with breakfast hosts Manawa Wright and Che Milne, and Sue Heke from the Rotorua Library talks with Alan Solomon.